Coming up on Mobile Learning in the Classroom, Amazon Inspire. Hi, my name is Trainin, and this is Mobile Learning in the Classroom from Tech Edge, and today I want to talk about Amazon Inspire. I did mention it in a previous episode about a year ago when we talked about open educational resources, and I'm a big fan of open educational resources because I think that across the nation and the world we've got a lot of teachers creating a lot of content that is starting to be shared with other teachers, and Amazon provides another platform to do that and to do that effectively, and that's Amazon Inspire. It's still in beta, so you want to consider that, but it is a free resource. Anybody can upload to it. You've got to make sure you're providing good quality. It's easily searchable, and I'm going to just go through it with you right now. You can see that there are grade level bands, so you can go K2, 3rd through 5th, 6th through 8th, or 9th through 12th, and you can do a search. I'm right now doing a search on geometry, so let's see what comes. A search on geometry. Let's take the word languages off, and you can see that first of all, lots of resources come up. One of the things that I like is that standards come up with it. So people who are uploading these tell you about the grade, tell you about the standards that come with it. Obviously, it comes from different states, so it might be actually standards from other states. I think the correlation is not that hard, and if there's Common Core, it'll work. Nebraska doesn't do Common Core, but there's enough of an overlap where you can identify if it's going to be helpful for you or not. And you can see that some of this is done by companies, some of this is done by individual teachers, and some of this is actually concentrated efforts by districts that are just using the Amazon platform to share across their district, but other people can enjoy it. That being said, when you upload materials, you can choose who it's visible to, so there are some options there. You can see immediately there are no prices, so you don't have to pay for any individual products. Sometimes when there's a link, it might involve, if you follow that link, it might involve a website where you can have some things that are for free and some things that are for pay, so you gotta make sure you do your due diligence. But let's look. This is, for example, a kindergarten student engagement task. So you can go to the task itself. You can see how many people used it, how many people reviewed it. Right now, the level of reviews is very, very low. So that's something to develop, and that's one of the reasons I'm talking about this platform. I think it's worth exploring, and the ability for teachers to respond to it and talk about quality really will make the next generation of students and teachers using it much more able to discern things about quality. You can download anything. This one is a PDF, but it can be a video, it can be a docx, it can be lots of different files. So this is a student engagement task in geometry, and you can see that this has the direction, it's got overview, it's got the different standards it applies to, and then it's got a description that helps you understand how to do this specific task. So this is one example. Another example might be, let's look for something on the Civil War. So you can see that we've got a series of things. You've got the Civil War Trust contributing to this. So it's a curriculum. You can see that what they've basically done is they've taken curriculum they've had and now they're sharing it. Again, the advantage is you're getting high quality in an easily searchable platforms. So you don't have to just wander the internet and Google and wonder where it's from, what it's doing, and all of that. And you can see also that there's at different grade levels here. This is from the Civil War Trust, but you can see that after a while you'll get something else. And you see how many pages. I've got 53 pages with different lessons, units, and resources for working with topics around the Civil War. So you can see that there's just rich content, and maybe you want to narrow it down and ask about a specific event. So now I've got only 8 pages, but you can see thick content that's available throughout this. Let's see what they have for math, and let's say I want math and I want to make it for 3rd grade and disconnect it 3rd through, what do I have here? We'll do 4th and 5th. So now you can see some ideas about what can be used and what's available. Here are connection, for example, to a document that talks about mobile apps that will help you teach math. So it's a more teacher-oriented standards, and then lesson plans that actually address specific skills. And again, very clearly the grade level, the standards, and the materials. So this is a lesson that takes the task of traveling and using multiplication and division of decimals through that. So you can see that there's a story. And so these are pieces that have been put together by teachers. They're really, really useful. You have to, just like any other open educational resources, look carefully at the quality of the lessons and how they fit into your curriculum. But again, the advantage is it's free, it's easily searchable, it's available, and you don't have to worry about copyright because Amazon requires everybody that uploads here to make sure that there's a Creative Commons copyright, so you are free to use it for educational purposes. So today we talked about open educational resources and more specifically Amazon Inspire, and I'll see you next time.